Welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind with mods for 2011. I'm JP Gamer and we are just about to find, what is that guy's name? Dwarf Fear. Now, last time I was looking around on the top of the tower, come to find out it's on the inside. I mean, I think it is. Up here. So anyway, yeah, let's go talk to him. There we go. Where is he? There he is. In full Daedric armor. Offer the Dwemer artifact as a gift. A gift for me? How thoughtful and shrewd. I suppose you know I am a collector, and that such a gift is bound to please me. I congratulate you for your diplomatic skills, so why have you tried to butter me up? Come to consult the great Dwarf Fear? You have the divine disease, want to plunder the dungeon, or leer at my daughters? Let's just go with the disease. The magical principles of the corpus disease are elusive and miraculous, far more subtle and powerful than any conventional sorcery or enchantment. I am persuaded that it is in some manner the curse or blessing of a god, perhaps both a curse and a blessing. The victim, of course, cannot appreciate the marvelous nature of corpus. It saps the mind and destroys the body, but to a wizard it is profound and glorious. Yeah, so... How interesting. Did you know that corpus makes you immune to disease? Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Ashlanders say the Nerevarine will become immune to disease. I always thought maybe I have the Nerevarine down in my corpusarium and I don't even know it. Heh. Oh, the Nerevarine is a fat, disgusting corpus monster and mad as a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? Interesting plotline. I like it. You know, does this mean that we can become immune to disease after this? That's a fascinating story you tell, so you might be the Nerevarine. Means nothing, of course. Corpus victims have all sorts of delusions, but let me think. You know, that's kind of interesting. They plague us with disease through the whole first part of the game, only to make us immune, so we appreciate it. That's a fascinating story you tell, so you might be the Nerevarine. Means nothing. I've got a potion in theory that should cure corpus. Doesn't work, though. Probably kill you. Killed my test subjects. But you've got nothing to lose. Before I give it to you, I want you to look around below in the corpusarium. Know what's in store if you don't take the potion, and while you're in there, I want you to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yagram Bagard. My oldest patient, handy fellow, fixes things for me. Bring the boots back in, and you can have the potion, alright? I collect victims of the divine disease in my corpusarium in the caverns beneath my tower. Poor devils, wretched existence, constant pain, ferocious appetites and passions. No reason at all, mad as marsh rats, but marvelous too in their way. He's a freak. Live forever. Oh, they live forever. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so... we head down and find Yagram guy, or that Yagram guy, and get the boots, I guess. Did he give us... No, I guess we still have it from before. When you talk, it freezes time. Alright, let's head to the corpusarium. And I'm stuck. No, I'm still levitating. I'm gonna save real fast. I've been having a lot of crashes lately. To the corpusarium. You know, I probably should rest up real fast. I'm sure he has a bed he wouldn't mind us using. Probably in the room up here. No, that looks like his. Let me quick save real fast. I slept in a bed in a temple once and everyone attacked me. And an assassin. Great. And we leveled up. What does he have for a sword? Wild Viper sword, okay. Let me just rest until healed. And if you haven't seen the level up screen yet, you'll get to see it. You've never been better than you are today. If you are lucky, by superhuman effort, you can avoid slipping backwards for a while. But sooner or later, you're going to lose a step, or drop a beat and miss a detail, and you'll be gone forever. Okay. Let's get endurance, agility, and speed. And with that, to the Corpusarium. I'm going to save one more time. I know I save a lot, but it crashes a lot. I've just been cutting out when it crashes. Or the game kind of cuts out for me, in a sense. Alright, where is this Corpusarium? Where is it? This is not the Corpusarium is in caverns below the victim, alright. Or caverns below the... Here's the Corpusarium. Well, this looks terrible. I am Vista Kai, Warden of the Corpusarium. I am here to warn you, do not harm the inmates. If you come to plunder the dungeon, you must endure their attacks and take your chances with me, their warden and protector. Okay. So we can't harm the inmates. Well, this sucks. Alright. At least they're slow. What, they just let them walk around? I see how this works. They're really slow. Oh wow, there's one. There's another guy. And we've come to... They don't do that much, and we can avoid them. Now, where is Yagram? Corpusarium bowels. As if a place couldn't get more disgusting. You gotta name a part of it the bowels. This looks like it could be something up here. You know, I think I've come to like these Corpusarium people. You know, they're kind of nice in an odd way. Sure, they have two faces and they're mutated, but... See, they're friendly. Ooh. What in the world is this guy? What? You're here for Dwemer boots. Tell my guardian keeper that you have done that I have done what I could. Only a Dwemer mage crafter could have done so much, but only idiots could have crafted these boots. It shames my race. Once I was a master crafter in the service of Lord Kagranak, chief architect of the great Second Empire freeholds. Is he a dwarf? Wow. I've really missed out on a good game. I've never played this far in the main quest. I could not match the genius of Lord Kagranak, but what he could envision, and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still retain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me. And my memories have long faded. Only my consolation, or only my only consolation is each day to mock the gods who destroyed my race and condemn me to this bleak existence. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in its grim prison. I can scarcely move, and my fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of corpus disease deters most visitors, but if you meet with cultivated minds, undaunted by the terrors of the Corpusarium, You might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. This is how I style myself, and I do not know for a fact that I am the last, but in my travels thousands of years ago, I never encountered another. Oh, in my travels 1,000 years ago, I never encountered another. And since I have been here, I often ask Lord Fear, but he says he has never heard a credible rumor of another Dwemer, or on Tamriel or any other outer realm. Well, this is cool. So he has Corpus, and it's let him live down here. Alright, I owe my life to Lord Fear. He took me in when I was a mad monster out of my mind. In time, I emerged from my dementia, and I am quite lucid most of the time, though my body is still grotesque and useless prison. Or is still a grotesque and useless prison. And I still have some feeble hope of a cure. Lord Fear has tried many spells and potions, none of them have helped me, but neither have they harmed me. If anyone can cure the disease, Lord Fear can. Let's ask about the boots. Alright, well, let's read the book. Alright, nothing there. Alright, so that's not what the dwarves look like, that's just because he has Corpus. Well, this is cool. What a nice storyline. You know, I know I've edited it out a lot and it doesn't seem like I've played enough of the game, but I have played a lot out of camera, and looking over the leveling system in this game, I do enjoy Morrowind quite a bit more than Oblivion, just because of its immersiveness. I feel like, you know, you're part of the game world because you're so involved trying to find people, and reading the text really helps. I don't know why, but voice acting really seems to take some element out of a game because you don't have to imagine what they sound like. You know, it's kind of like a book. When you make a movie out of a book, it just ruins it almost. So, what are these boots? Dwemer boots of flying. I don't see them. Oh, right here. Dwemer boots of flying. Levitate 1 to 100 points for 10 seconds. Alright, they're heavy boots that levitate. Let's head out of the Corpusarium. Not that bad of a place. You know, I hope Skyrim is more like Morrowind. I know it's going to have a lot of snow, but I hope they make it unique. Anyway, that's my timer. Thank you for watching Let's Play Morrowind. JP Gamer here. Be sure to subscribe because I release multiple episodes every single night, so you'll always have something to come back to. Anyway, yeah, see you guys next time.